What's up guys, VWQ here, and today I'm going to be doing a class builder of the probably the best class you want to use if you want to get a good kill streak. Now, I've got a couple of good kill streaks, but this isn't about the gameplay today, this is about the class builder, so that's what we're going to do. And as always, we're going to start off with the specialist. So the specialist we're going to use this time is the battery and the kinetic armor. So battery, kinetic armor. Now basically this kinetic armor is the specialist ability to use when you're just about to die, and in the situation when you're trying to get a kill streak, you're going to be about to die at least once during that kill streak. There is no way you can go the entire match without drawing some sort of attention to yourself. Now this is a class that is designed to allow you to streak without drawing attention to yourself, but this is kind of a fail-safe, something to fall back on to stop you from dying when you're on the streak. So kinetic armor to stop people from shooting you basically when you're just about to die. So people only can kill you from headshots, but it's pretty hard to get a headshot when everyone's jumping around all over the place. But let's go into the class because I'm boring myself now. So we'll start off with the gun, and we're going to go for the assault rifle called the ICR-1. Now this kind of gun is reminiscent of the M4 carbine of COD 4, although this is a long time ago. There's M4 games based, there's M4 guns basically throughout all Call of Duty. There's an M4 type gun. I think the last one on Black Ops 2 was an M25, was it? God, it seems so long ago now. But this is basically the same gun again. So you want to be using this, and no optic on it. You don't need an optic, it's a waste of a perk, trust me. Unless you really need some practice, then don't ever go for an optic, because honestly it's just a waste. So attachments, we're going to go for suppressor. Now this is really important. We don't want to be drawing attention to ourselves when we're streaking, so we want the suppressor. Also we're going to have the quick draw. Now the quick draw is really important when you've got an enemy that just suddenly appears really close to you without you really expecting it. You need quick draw to get your gun up as quickly as possible, because assault rifles aren't that good at short range when you're not aimed in, so you need to be aimed in basically. So we've got quick draw on. We're going to add a third attachment with primary gunfighter 1, and that is going to be the stock. Now the stock is an attachment you use when you want to pre-aim. Now pre-aiming is important when you're streaking because you don't want to take any risks, so you're going to be aiming before you go around corners. Pre-aiming they call that, if you haven't heard of that before. So make sure you use the stock on this gun. We're not going to have a secondary weapon today, that's a bit of a waste of a gun, and we're going to try and use the ICR as much as possible, and to do that we're going to need scavenger. So you stick on scavenger to make sure you can constantly replenish your ammo from dead bodies. That way you will always have your silence perfectly optimized for the situation gun. So we'll leave that on. Another perk we're going to have is the Sixth Sense. Now probably a lot of people have spoken about the Sixth Sense before in YouTube videos, you've probably heard about it before, but if you haven't, a quick rundown is it basically gives you on the minimap some kind of direction as to where enemies are around you. I think it's literally north, south, east, west, which way are they coming from, and it gives you a little one of those on the minimap, just a little red flash. It doesn't give you the whole dot, it just gives you a little red flash in the direction. So you want to be using them to get those enemies that are near you. Ideally enemies won't be near you, but you will know about it if they are. And you have the quick draw to raise your weapon as quickly as possible, and the silencer to kill them silently without anyone knowing about it. Now while we're on the topic of perk 1, we are not quite done yet. No, we are not. We want perk 1 greed, and this is so we can add in Ghost. Now Ghost is the perk that stops enemies from finding you using the UAV. Now the only minor problem with this is it means that you can't camp whilst the UAV is up, because you still get detected if you stood still. So when you're moving around with Ghost, which you should be moving around at all points, I mean you shouldn't be camping because you'll know if people are near you anyway, because you've got this little beauty Sixth Sense. So use Ghost, move around the map, move around the edge of the map using Ghost, and because if you're streaking and you're trying to be sneaky, UAV is your worst enemy, so make sure you've got that on. And finally, perk 3 is the Blast Suppressor. Now this is good. This is good. This is a good one. It was the same kind of perk on Advanced Warfare. Now this is the perk that stops you from making a little poof on the minimap when you're jumping around. Now, a lot of people don't actually know that you even make a mark on the minimap when you're jumping around, but you do. You make a little puff or a circle on the minimap every time you do a thruster jump. So Blast Suppressor basically suppresses that, and it's going to stop you from being exposed just in the same way as Ghost would. It's just as the same way as your Silence would. You're basically covered from all areas on the minimap, and a lot of people use the minimap, like really a lot. People depend on the minimap, particularly on the games that they don't know so well. It is the beginning of the game, so people are going to be looking at the minimap a lot. So that's what you want to use. That's basically an overall view of the class, and yeah, it's a pretty solid one. You can get some good kill streaks with this, trust me. If you've got any other suggestions, make sure you do leave them in the comment section before. I'd love to have a discussion. I'd love to hear what your suggestions are. Maybe you can improve this class. There's no way I could possibly have got this 100% correct. I'd like to think that I probably got very close, but I'd like to hear what you've got as suggestions, and make sure you leave a like as well if you find this video helpful. And also, let me know how you get on with this class, because I'm sure a lot of you are going to be trying it out, and I'd like to hear how you get on with it. And that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Bye!